From Peninsula TV Studio in San Carlos, SBC Pacific Bell, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Wells Fargo present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Quiz Kids, the show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools these kids need for a chance to win valuable prizes. This is the last game in our first round of matches, and only one of these teams can go on to the second round. Will it be the Carlmont Scots? Or will it be the Crystal Springs Upland Griffins? Well, let's not waste a minute and find out. Let's play the collaboration round. Welcome, players. Welcome. I have here a series of questions. We play 2 questions in each round of this, and one goes to one team and one goes to another. I'll give you 10 seconds to collaborate, and then your captain, Jazzy, or Daniel, will give me what you think is the correct answer. If you get it right, you score 10 points. If you don't get it right, though, the other team will have some kind of seconds to collaborate and possibly steal those points. So good luck to both teams. Here is the first question for Carlmont. Its first product was horseradish and was sold in clear bottles to show it had no filler. Name this food company whose products now include pickles, ketchup, and a special sauce called 57.
Heinz.
It is Heinz, the H.J. Heinz Company. Okay, Crystal Springs. In literature, what character, always on the late side, was being chased by Alice when she fell into Wonderland?
The White Rabbit?
The White Rabbit is right. During 2002, Florida Governor Jeb Bush named one of this politician's grandsons to the state Supreme Court. Name this former leader of Cuba who was overthrown by Fidel Castro in 1958.
Batista?
Batista, correct. He was set adrift by his men in 1611 while searching Canada for the Northwest Passage. What explorer is the namesake of the enormous bay just north of the province of Ontario?
Hudson.
Henry Hudson, that's correct. All right, Scots. To be convicted of it, you must intend to frighten your victim, and your victim must really feel frightened. Name this crime often combined with and committed just before battery.
Assault.
Assault is right for 10 points. Griffins, the process of saponification is used when making what product whose popular brands include Dial and Safeguard?
Soap.
Soap is correct. It is legal under international rules, but not in the NBA. What have you done if you hit the basketball while it's on the rim to keep it out of the hoop?
Goaltending?
Goaltending, that's right, for 10 points. What European country's new National Trust Visitor Center describes the 1692 battle between the Campbells and the MacDonalds?
Scotland.
Scotland! Notice you didn't get that one. Why didn't we give that to the Scots? I didn't know. If you won $1 million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but then had to pay 30% to the IRS and another 10% in California state tax for a total of 40% of the prize, how much money would you have left?
$600,000.
That is correct for 10 points. The line,
beauty is truth, truth, beauty. That is all ye know on earth and all ye need to know,
comes from the Ode on a Grecian Urn by what British poet?
Keats.
Keats is correct. That was my impression, having heard him on a tape recording only recently. That's not true, he's gone, never mind. The Balearic Islands, which include the islands of Minorca and Mallorca, lie just off the coast of what Spanish city that hosted the 1992 Summer Olympics?
Barcelona.
Barcelona, yes. In a 2002 worldwide survey, filmmakers and critics still called it the greatest movie of all time. Name this Orson Welles film that features the word Rosebud.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane is right. Next question. Elizabeth of Valois falls in love with the Crown Prince of Spain, but is forced to marry his father instead in the opera Don Carlos, written by what Italian creator of Aida? Jazzy?
No answer.
Don't know? Okay, you can steal it.
Verdi.
Giuseppe Verdi, yes. Next question goes to you, Griffins. His work, Magnalia Christi Americana, was subtitled The Ecclesiastical History of New England from its first planting in the year 1620 unto the year of our Lord, 1698. It sounds like fun reading. Name this Puritan preacher.
Cotton Mather.
It is Cotton Mather. And we have a minute of play in this round. Many types of sunglasses reduce glare by filtering out all light that does not vibrate at a certain angle. Give the term for the type of material used to do this filtering.
No answer.
Don't know.
Polarizer.
It is a polarizer. Very good. Which city served as the capital of Japan for more than 1,000 years until it was replaced by Tokyo in 1868?
Kyoto.
Kyoto, that's right. And that sound signals the end of the round. We show Carlmont with 60 and in the lead with 100 points, Crystal Springs. You'll play much better if you don't look in the Griffin's eyes. I'll just tell you that right now. Carlmont Scots, welcome to our stage. You are all a very politically active and very creative group of people. Talking to you earlier, I see a lot of you are involved in some of the same activities. Jazzy Walker Cooklands, you are a senior.
Yes, I am.
And you are in the upcoming school play, which
Yes.
is
As You Like It.
by William Shakespeare.
course.
Yes, and you play.
I play Hyman.
And Hyman does a lot of the poetry and like the
Toward the
songs.
very end, yeah.
Toward the very end stuff. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, very much.
Good. When do you open?
Second week of March.
Second week of March. Well, I hope people will check that out. You're also about to take part in the Friends of Millard Fillmore competition. What exactly is that?
It's a large trivia hunt that involves a lot of schools on the peninsula, organized by Carlmont originally. Our Dr. Hunter came up with it, and it's been going strong for about 36 years.
I know. The school I work at has done it all the time. And you are a co-founder of SNCC.
Yes, that's the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee at Carlmont. We organize anti-war protests and voter registration drives.
Great. I will let Lance tell a little bit more about that. First, let's meet David Guarino, also a senior, also in As You Like It, playing one of the most famous characters in all of Shakespeare, which is
Jacques.
Jacques, the cynic.
Yes.
And he speaks a very, very famous speech of Shakespeare's, which you have not memorized yet.
Yes, but I know the first two lines.
Tell us.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely play.
All the women are
Yeah.
merely players. It's true. Yes, and this we'll all be able to see you do the second weekend of March.
Yep.
You're also involved as an attorney in the mock trial, which is going on right now. How's that going?
It's going very well. We had our first competition Tuesday, and next one Thursday, and next one's coming up this Thursday.
Now you said you think you might want to study political theory in college. Are you thinking of going into politics or law or what?
I'm trying to leave my choices open. I'm, between government and law.
Good. Good luck to you with those choices. Lance Leung.
Yes.
You are also a co-founder of SNCC.
Right.
And tell us exactly what kind of activities do you organize besides voter registration, getting the 18-year-olds out there to vote, which is great.
Right. Well, one of the projects we've done in the past is we created armbands to distribute around the school that say no war, because there was a case called Tinker v. Des Moines that established our right to do that. And so It was brought up in our government class, and we thought it was a good idea given the current events now.
Well, whatever, it's exciting to see students getting politically active. And for the last 4 years, you've been involved in the AVID program as a tutor.
Yes.
Tell us what you do there.
What
What is the AVID program?
AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, and it's an elective class that students can take to help them keep on the track to college.
Great.
And mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I tutor math and science.
Wonderful. That's a wonderful cause. Well, good luck to you all on this game. And let's give a big hand to your coach, our coach for 4 years at Carlmont, Patricia Braunstein. I see the bird peering out over the heads of the audience, that scary little bird. You didn't comb him. I always tell you to comb him before he comes here. Daniel Weisfield.
Hi.
You know, you're new. This team has been gone up to the very end 2 years in a row, and you're brand new. I'm sure you want to go straight to the end with this as well. What kind of qualifications do you bring to this traditionally excellent team?
I know literature pretty well.
Yeah?
I know languages, and sometimes the roots help you out.
You were talking about languages before. You say you know Spanish, you're learning French, and I heard you say also that you're studying Portuguese. How do you want to use these languages in the future? Do you have any idea?
Well, I really hope to move to Brazil at some point.
Do you have Brazilian blood in you, or do you just know the country, love the country?
Yeah. And also, I hope to practice international law, maybe in the far-off future. So languages will help.
That sounds very exciting. And you're also about to start swim team?
Yeah.
So what do you have particular events that you specialize in?
I'm a butterflyer and freestyle.
Well, good luck to you with that as well. Brian Breggy, you were here last year up to the very end. And can you describe the feelings at the end of that last match?
Oh, at the end?
Uh-huh.
It stunk at the end. It was fun until then.
So do you have any new strategies that are going to help you get all the way there this time? Or?
2 new guys here, and that's the hope is that we've mixed it up a bit and that we might make it. But
although we cannot discount the incredible contribution of Tyson Mao and Lee Ming-Zen. Yes, they are missed.
And Mike Bauer.
And Michael Bauer, who is, I hear, not golfing anymore. He's too busy in his fraternity.
So I hear.
Yes. You're also on the swim team. And you're going to be our face-off champion in history. History is a big thing for you.
Yeah, it's my favorite subject. I like to read about it, study it.
You told me you love modern European history.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I like volatile economic and political history, and Europe's a good place for volatile history.
You probably like that more than the Europeans do right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
almost certainly.
Good. Hopefully you can help them out in the future. Charlie Kubal.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
Good.
You're a junior, so the youngest person on the stage except for me. And you are into literature and English, you said? That's
Yes.
your favorite
Yes,
subject?
I am.
And you told me your favorite book is Catcher in the Rye.
Yes.
Now, I think there could be obvious reasons why Catcher in the Rye is a young teenage boy's favorite book, but what do you love about that book?
I think it speaks to people much more than common literature does. And I think when literature can hit someone on a level deeper than the rest of literature does, I think it's definitely a worthwhile book to read.
Do you ever wonder why J.D. Salinger didn't write too many more books after that?
Yeah, I have. I'm at a loss for answers.
Well, write him a letter. I hear he'll ignore you, but what the heck? Maybe he'll let you know. And when you're not doing deep, serious literary study, you are a party DJ. Well, you were a party DJ. Now you do. What else do you do with music?
I DJ for a band right now, Strike Midnight. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a demo out that's like 5 songs, and we have like 12, 15 songs recorded. So.
Well, maybe we'll be able to use it as like a Quiz Kids theme someday. You never know. Good luck to you.
Thank
and
you.
let's give a big hand to your coach, also a coach for the team for 4 years, Mr. Wells Wadley. And I'd like to give a big round of applause and thanks to the man who has been by my side for the past 4 years, making sure I get it right, our judge, Mr. Frank Sabodi. We'll be right back with round 2, but first let's look at this video about Carlmont High School.
It's all about school spirit at Carlmont. Teens here are encouraged to show school pride throughout every school day. as they enter the world of adulthood. Rallies at lunch allow students to come together and have fun out of class. Many job opportunities, such as selling food at lunch, allow students to gain practice for the business world as well. Friendship is an important part of school life, so many opportunities are created for students to be a part of. Some of them include clubs of special interest to be members of, sports teams and their tryouts, and even ASB. Of course, the classroom also allows for friends to cooperatively work together. Through group projects and presentations, the enjoyment in learning is enhanced. We still have to make up late work, but we can forget about things like that with cool classes like drama, art, and computers, as well as band, orchestra, and jazz in the music room. There's so much to do as a teen in high school, but without Carlmont school spirit, what's the point?
Well, David and Brian have joined me here because we're going to play the face-off round. We talked about politics and theater, but we didn't say anything about sports, and yet here you are about to answer a bunch of sports questions. Where did you get your interest or knowledge of sports?
I grew up in Massachusetts, and everybody surrounding me knew a lot about sports, and so I obviously...
You absorbed it all.
I absorbed it. Hopefully, I'm a huge fan of the San Jose Sharks. Hopefully, they'll be able to do it someday within the next 20 years.
Before we're all retired, okay. And of course, our history expert here, Brian. I have a series of 10-point questions that I will ask you. If you get the answer right, you get the points. If not, well, so what? We'll move on until the round is over. Here is your first sports question. Why don't you two shake hands and wish each other good luck? Yeah. Mike Tyson's last title bout was a defeat at the hands of what WBA heavyweight champion who comes from Britain?
I don't know.
It's Lennox Lewis. His midnight ride took place on the 18th of April in '75. Name this American silversmith.
Paul Revere.
That's right, Paul Revere. Within 5, how many home runs did Babe Ruth hit in his career?
In his career?
In his career.
I will say 542.
714. What infamously ruthless Roman emperor is said to have given his horse the office of consul?
Nero.
It was Caligula. After the 2002 U.S. Open, which sisters held the top 2 rankings in women's tennis?
The Williams sisters.
The Williams sisters, that's correct. What natural fuel resource in Britain played the biggest role in starting the Industrial Revolution?
Coal.
Coal is correct. The year 776 BC marks the first recorded occurrence of what sporting games?
The Olympics.
The Olympics is right. What aviator was the first to successfully fly across the Atlantic to France in the 1920s?
Lindbergh.
Charles Lindbergh, you got it. In hockey, what serious penalty does the referee indicate by putting both his hands on his hips?
A game misconduct.
Yes, misconduct is absolutely right. What state was Congressman Willard Vanderveer representing in 1899 when he said, "Frothy eloquence neither convinces nor satisfies me. You have got to show me." Thus, the Show Me State.
Massachusetts.
Nope, it's Missouri. And that shows the end of the round is here, and we have Carlmont with 90, Crystal Springs still in the lead with 130 points. They're right here. Gentlemen, you both played that well, and you will have a chance to get up there at the top and maybe even beat them when the points are doubled in the next round. But first, let's look at this video about Crystal Springs Upland School.
Welcome welcome to Crystal Springs Upland School, enrolling 350 students grades 6 through 12 on a historic 10-acre campus in Hillsborough, California, attended by boys and girls from all parts of the peninsula.
Active participation in the classroom sparks a unique educational environment with many opportunities.
The 435-seat theater is not only a stage for our quality plays and musicals, but also is a place where we gather for morning meetings, sharing news, humor, and celebration.
The state-of-the-art Griffin Center offers students and faculty a place for physical fitness and health-related activities. The school's Mind-Body program emphasizes lifelong wellness.
Friendships flourish at CSU. The Commons is a hangout space where you will find most students during lunch, free periods, or spirit games.
Talented and engaging teachers, small class sizes, and the best available technological tools are all part of the school's approach to the best possible education.
The CSU experience is truly a rewarding one, providing a wonderful place to learn, grow, gain confidence, and make friends.
All right, players, put your hands on your buzzers like this because it's time to play the lightning round. The point values are doubled, 20 points. And I'm going to start asking them in just a second. You're going to put your hand on the buzzer, and if you think you know the answer, buzz in. The first to buzz in gets the first chance to answer for your team. If you get it right, you score the points. If you don't get it right, though, the other team will get to collaborate and possibly steal those points. If you buzz in before I complete the question, I will stop talking. You'll have to answer with whatever information I've given you. If you get it wrong, I will complete the question for the other team before they collaborate. Everyone understands? Good luck to both teams. Here we go. In what year did Iraq invade Kuwait? Yes, Lance.
1991.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Thus setting the stage for the Gulf War.
1990.
It was 1990. I heard Daniel say that. Yeah. Say it.
1990.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. The annual contest to write the worst opening sentence of a novel is named for Bulwer Lytton, a man who once began a novel with what 7? Yes, Brian.
It was a dark and stormy night.
It was a dark and stormy night is right. Elliptical, spiral, or irregular? Which type of galaxy is our own Milky Way? Yes, Brian.
Spiral.
Nope.
Oh, irregular.
Say it.
Irregular.
No, it's elliptical. Wow. A now controversial multi-million-dollar annual pension is just one of the good things it brings to the life for its now retired CEO, Jack Welch. Yes, Daniel.
GE?
That's right, General Electric. King Arthur and Queen Guinevere are featured in what classic Broadway musical? Yes, Brian.
Camelot.
Camelot, yes. What three-letter stock symbol for the South San Francisco-based company? Yes, Lance.
GEN.
No.
No.
Let me finish this. What three-letter stock symbol for the South San Francisco-based company Genentech is also the substance with the shape of the double helix that was officially discovered by Watson and Crick?
DNA.
DNA?
DNA, that's right. Sorry. What American author's most famous character was Tarzan? Why do you think I did that? You thought I was just doing that for fun? My producer says make noises. Who wrote Tarzan? Edgar Rice Burroughs. It was a wasted yodel. What is the next number in the series 3, 12, 48? Yes, Brian.
192.
That is right. The 2002 book Leap of Faith was written by American Lisa Halaby, who is now Queen Noor of what Middle Eastern nation once governed by her late husband King Hussein? Yes, Daniel.
You can't answer. You can
Saudi Arabia?
No. You guys can talk it over. He couldn't, but you can.
Jordan.
Jordan's right. Next question. What TV series was discussed in a 2002 course at Georgetown University that tried to answer the questions, is time travel possible, and is Data a person? Yes, Jazzy.
Star Trek.
Star Trek is right. Come on. When your hands are on a computer keyboard's home keys, what letter is under your left index finger? Yes, Charlie.
S.
No, S is incorrect.
Could you repeat the question?
Can I repeat the question? No. No.
That's A?
No, I think A is the second one. It's F.
Oh.
The two beings, Leaf and Lithrasir, will repopulate the Earth after the final battle between good and evil known as Ragnarok, or so say the legends of what mythology? Yes, Jazzy.
Norse.
Yes, you're right. It's worth my having to say those words. Since 1949, captured soldiers who tell the enemy only their name, rank, date of birth, and serial number are following the conventions. Yes, Brian.
Geneva Convention.
That is right, Geneva.
In the Dickens tale, A Christmas Carol, give the name for Tiny Tim's father.
That was a match, David.
George.
No. But now you get to steal.
Any idea? Harry, Tom, Dick. Tom.
Bob Cratchit.
Oh.
People. Don't read enough Dickens anymore. Your school's top basketball players scored 35, 42, and 37 points in the last 3 games. What was his average? Yes, Brian.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, be careful what you say.
Yeah, I know. 34.
No, I'm sorry, that's
not
incorrect.
34. What am I talking
We have a little less than a minute to go. Can you tell us and steal the points?
36.
No, it was 38. We'll keep going. In 2002, what country opened new mountain peaks in the Himalayas to climbers? Yes, Brian.
Kathmandu. Yeah, Nepal.
Yes. The judge said yes. Nepal. Yes, you got it. Oh. Just to show that quiz kids know all the deepest, darkest things about world and intellectual endeavors, who finished second behind Kelly in the 2002 American Idol contest? Lance.
Justin.
Oh, you knew that. 20 points to Lance, who knew that Justin came after Kelly. The word Titian is both the name of an Italian painter and a shade of brownish orange. Spell the word Titian. Yes, Daniel.
Titian.
That is right for 20 points. And that sound signals the end of the round. We show Carlmont is at 170, but with 310 points, Crystal Spring Uplands is going to the second round. Even the Griffin is smiling. I see that bird smiling. You were all very, very good Carlmont Scots, so you guys played well, and I wish you the best of luck as the end of your senior year and your upcoming endeavors. I have a feeling you're all going to succeed quite well. And you folks succeeded in your first round, as Crystal Springs Upland tends to do, and you will be coming back for the second round for a chance at a wonderful trip to Europe, courtesy of our friends at ACIS. We hope all of you will come back and watch us very soon, too. So until then, goodbye from Quiz Kid.
This year's champions will be winging their way to Europe for an all-expenses-paid adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. We wish to thank the Chronicle for their continued support of Peninsula Quiz Kids. Mr. Friedman's wardrobe provided courtesy of Sartori of San Carlos. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: Molly Stone's Markets, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of Burlingame, Target, The Tea Party, Jamba Juice, Flutes Publishing, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS, Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.